Hello, readers. I'm Zandra Robinson Burns, writer, literary witch, and passion planner ambassador, here with my cup of tea to talk planning with you again. In a previous video, I went through my critiques of my passion roadmap, what I would do if I were redoing my passion roadmap, and guess what, everyone? I did it. I did Passion Roadmap 2022 version 2. Let me show you. Here's Miss Scarlet, and here is my new Passion Roadmap. So you can go back to the video before where I introduced you to what this looked like before, and I also did a time-lapse video on TikTok of me collaging over this, but that's essentially what I did. So first of all, on this side of the page, it used to have instructions and breaking down goals, and I was using that space to chart my progress in the areas of focus for this year. So it has this space here that I just witched it up. I just covered it all up with witchy things, primarily this gorgeous illustration of Kiki from my favorite movie, Kiki's Delivery Service. You may have noticed a little tweak to my bio in the intro here. I am now I promoted myself to being a literary witch because that was my childhood dream job. I wanted to be an entrepreneur and witch like Kiki, and I realized I am already doing that in my position as the protagonist of my work. I use my spiritual connections to fictional worlds to channel the best calls to adventure for all of you. I create Taylor Swift psychic readings for you. So I'm already doing witchcraft. My job title might as well just match up with that. So to reflect that change, I have preserved this spellbook sticker by very carefully peeling it off and moving it over here. I added a William Morris postcard, my Exeter College roots, and I was onto something with this lyric here. Most fun I ever had. That is from the Taylor Swift song, I Did Something Bad. And that's also the song where they're burning all the witches. So I just cut out all the witches and put them up there to aid me in my passions this first half of the year, but what is time, really? Because as I explored in a previous video, again, going back over the 7 passion planners that I've been using over the years, a lot of my wishes from back then that I forgot about have actually come true without really actively working on them. So this isn't just for the next 6 months. This isn't for right now. This is forever. And also, there's a passion roadmap in the middle of the book. So I'm going to do another one with a fresh start very soon. But even though it's May, it's still not too late to go back and redo this, or to make this sparkle in a way that feels good, which is exactly what I did one day. I just felt like redoing it. So one of the things that I talked about in my other video was how I was using lyrics from Look What You Made Me Do up in this space, and how that wasn't the best song choice because it's kind of chaotic, and like no one made me do anything. I'm not making the universe do anything for me. I decided to replace it with lyrics from Delicate because that's my favorite song on Reputation. There is this delicateness around wishes that I wanted to honor in this space, to acknowledge how wishing for things can feel really vulnerable. And then the new British Vogue arrived, and it had this word fantasy on the cover in perfectly matching color to the Delicate lyrics. So it just felt like this needed to go here to integrate the fantasy with the curiosity of isn't it, isn't it, isn't it? Which, by the way, Swifties, something I'm very proud of noticing is the connection between Delicate and Invisible String, which we know there is this narrative connecting the dive bar in those two songs, but there's also the Isn't It in Delicate with the Isn't It Just So Pretty to Think? All along there was some invisible string. So I added some gold to honor the invisible string and some purple because it's fun. And I guess because I was manifesting Speak Now. So we'll see what happens there. What else? I also went through and just erased all of the things that I wasn't completely enthused about. Good thing I used erasable pen as per usual. And that freed up some room. And I decided to sticker over that room with stickers and tiny tarot cards and even little flower petals, which I'm totally going to be playing with that again next time in the future. Because even though it was an erasable pen, if you look closely, you can still see the little rubbings and scratches from the wishes that I erased, and that's okay. We embrace imperfection and changing our minds here in this space, and I just made it pretty by putting special stickers over it. Some of these are really, really important stickers, like these original Lisa Frank stickers from childhood that I've been really holding on to and saving for the right venue. And what better spot than this book that I carry around with me everywhere and look at constantly. At first I was like, is this too much to put all of this clutter on this page? But I actually really like it now. It feels witchy. It feels like magic ingredients in a cauldron, and it embraces my change of mind. I wouldn't start out the year like this and want to do it like this on purpose, but it's my way of drawing stars around my scars. What I really like about decorating my wishes in this way is that it celebrates the process. It celebrates the journey by making these little adornments in the present something that I'm excited about and something that makes me happy to look at. It's not just this full page of text of things that I don't have. So I'm learning the importance of leaving that space to remind myself of the abundance that I already have, of the pretty sparkliness of my life as it is exactly right now. I hardly even notice what's colored in and what's not colored in because I've filled so much color around the wishes themselves. So yeah, I would love to hear how you use this space in your passion planner. How do you use your roadmap? Do you ever change it partway through the year like I did? Are you looking forward to doing your mid-year roadmap soon? And I realize I'm also speaking from a place of a January start, but you can of course do an undated passion planner or an academic start. There's flexibility there. So if you are buying your own passion planner, you can use my code Zandra2 at passionplanner.com to get a discount. You can also follow me on TikTok at Zandra the Witch to see my witchcraft in action. I do daily Taylor Swift readings there. And if you're not on TikTok, that's okay. You can still join my newsletter. I'll leave the link in the description below for you to join the newsletter and hear the latest of what I am up to, the surprises, the offerings that I have planned for you. One more tip that I'll leave you with: if you're feeling like your passion roadmap isn't giving you enough room, I encourage you to use your back pages to fill those spaces as much as you want with more wishes, with more visuals, ideas about what you want. I think in my 7 years of using Passion Planner, that is the best way to use this backspace. In fact, I'm even gonna collage over my media lists, my keeping track of my books and films that I've watched, I realize I just don't look at it. But I do like to flip through and see the wishes that I have set, the vision boards that I've pasted back here. Those are the things that I really enjoy using this space for. So if you're feeling like you are running out of room, you've got room in the back. You can even collage over the back page like I did. Until the next chapter, subscribe for more planner chats. Leave me a comment, introduce yourself, say hi. Have a beautiful day, and I'll talk to you soon.